in this video I will tell you something about the properties of the phase. Right? So what is the property of a particular phase? Suppose I have only Farad. Farad means I am talking about alpha Farad. So it is very strong. It is the nature of that phase. If a steel will contain more amount of ferrite, it is more ductile because it is a soft phase. If I have pearlite in a steel, it will give you toughness. It will give you toughness in the steel. Similarly, if I have cemented, then it is brittle and hard. So these are the things. Ferrite, pearlite and cemented. That's all. If somebody will ask the structure, then ferrite is always BCC and cementite is orthorhombic. Complex orthorhombic actually. Okay. Now we discuss about PTD. PTD diagram is called time, temperature, transformation. It is sometimes also called IT diagram. IT diagram means isothermal transformation diagram. See, TTD diagram basically forms how we will take a piece of steel, big size of piece of steel. Suppose I am taking eutectoid steel. That means steel containing 0.8% carbon. And I will cut into small pieces. Then I will take all the pieces of steel to the austenitizing temperature. Austenitizing temperature means you understand. You have seen the austenite region, gamma region. You heat all the steel to a particular temperature. Austenitizing temperature. You make all the samples to austenitize. That means if you look into the microstructure, you will be having grain of austenite and austenite grain boundaries. That's all. Is okay? Then what you have to do? You take out one piece of steel and you put it at a constant temperature. And you allow it to cool at a constant temperature. Constant temperature cooling is isothermal cooling. Cooling at a constant temperature. You take out another piece of steel, you cool it at a different temperature. You take out another piece of steel, you cool it at a low temperature. Like this you have to do. Then you have to see at what temperature the transformation is start and at what temperature transformation is getting finished. That TTD diagram will show. TTD diagram basically show transformation start temperature and transformation finish temperature. So this can be done by taking different isothermal temperature. Right? Suppose my piece of steel is at 850 degrees centigrade. So I will have homogeneous austenite in my piece of steel. Now I will bring it below 723. What will happen to the steel? The transformation will start because above 723 we have austenite phase, but below 723 austenite is not stable. It is unstable. It will transform into some other phases. Right? It may be transformed into pearlite, it may be transformed into benite, or it may be transformed into martensite. It is okay, depending upon the temperature of transformation. But here we want to have transformation at a constant temperature. It is okay. So I am drawing here. So you can see. So this is, you understand, y-axis and x-axis. So y-axis will be having temperature in degree centigrade, fine. And here basically we take log time. Log time we can take time only. We are taking log because we can show bigger values and smaller values, very small values. Some seconds, some fraction of seconds also we can see. Also we can see a very big value, some hours like that. So we are taking log time. So this is the situation. Now the diagram will be. So I have to show the which temperature? Eutectoid. Suppose I am taking a eutectoid steel. So here I can write this temperature is AE1 for example, or I can write A1. If you remember the temperature A1. A1 temperature is 723. Here I am writing this. Is okay? Or you can take different textbook have different values. That means above this temperature austenite is a stable phase. So I am writing here austenite. Is okay? Yes, sir. Fine. Now as I told, I will take all the steel to this temperature. Then I will bring the steel to suppose this temperature. I want to do cooling of the steel at this temperature. Then I want to do cooling of the steel at this temperature. I want to do cooling of the steel at this temperature like this. If this is the situation, fine. So you can see you will be having some points. Suppose I have a point here. For this temperature, my point is here. The point here, I can bring the point here. Similarly for this one, I can draw a point here and I can draw a point here. Is it okay? For this one, I can draw a point here and I can draw a point here. Here it is. I can connection like this. It's not easy to show actually. Okay, anyway, you will be having a curve like this. And the curve is suppose this is the curve. Actually, that means you will get a point suppose here and a point here. Okay? You will get a point suppose here and you get a point here. You get a point here. We get a point here, we get a point here. So upon connecting, see this point is starting point, transformation start point, and this point is transformation finish point. And if you connect, this will become like this actually. Okay? That means at this temperature, transformation start at this point and finish at this point. At this temperature, transformation start at this point and finish at this point. Right? You understand my point?
How to take the point?
Actually, this is an experiment. You have to perform an experiment and you have to see at what time the transformation is getting started. This is the time axis. This point is actually showing the transformation. That means at this time transformation will start for this temperature. This is the finish time. So at this temperature transformation finishes at this time. You have to perform an experiment to check that. Right? And finally, I am drawing another line, straight line. You have to remember. This line is called MS. MS means Martensite start temperature. Then you will be having another line. This is called MS, Martensite finish temperature. Is okay? So now you understand this is austenite phase. So below this temperature, austenite will be unstable, but I can write here A for austenite. These are the austenite phase in this result. But since austenite is transformed from other phases, so this side will show you the product phases where austenite is transformed. So in the top part, so you thought you do better, you take the middle portion. This is an imaginary line, this is not a pure line. So above this temperature you have perlite, below this temperature you will be having benign. So I can write here perlite region. And here I can write the benign. Fine. And below that, below this line, I have Martensite. And below this, I have 100% Martensite. Obviously, yes or no? Because Martensite start at this temperature and finish at this temperature. So below all the austenite is transformed into 100% Martensite. But if you want to check the temperature, this one, what you will find? You will find what? You will find 50% Martensite plus 50%. It is okay? Because austenite is transformed into Martensite. So suppose you want to measure the phases at this point. So you could have how much? 90% Martensite plus 10% austenite. So you remember these austenites, 50% austenite, 10% austenite are called retained austenite. Is okay? Similarly, if I will take a line, dotted line here, can you tell me at this point, suppose I am considering this point, what will the phases? Austenite is transformed into perlite. It is okay? But in this condition, it is 50% actually. So austenite has transformed 50% to perlite. but rest 50% austenite is still there. So this condition will show you 50% austenite plus 50% perlite, and this condition will show you
90%.
this point below above this one. 100% austenite is still there, right? But if I will show a point here, it is 100% perlite. Is it okay? Similarly, if I take a point of this one, so this point will show you 50% austenite and 50% bentonite. This part is actually called nose. This part is actually called nose of the C curve. Is it? Like we have a nose. So if I am looking here, so this is my nose. So this is the nose of the curve. Suppose you want to form martensite only. You don't want perlite and bentonite. So what you need to do? You need to do pulling at a very fast rate, so that the pulling curve will not touch this one. Right? So this is the starting temperature. You want to pull. So pulling curve is suppose like this. Then maximum chance is that maximum more you will get martensite only, because this curve is not touching this one. Suppose I am drawing a curve like this. This is also important for example. So what phase will form? Again martensite, because this curve also haven't touched the nose. Suppose the curve is like this, for example. This is the pulling curve. Huh? So what is the phase? The phase is obviously perlite will form, because this curve has touched this one and this one also. This one touching means transformation already have started. Then this one is transformation at end. So all austenite is transformed to perlite. Suppose my pulling curve is like this, for example. So what is the phase? Again perlite. It is okay? How? Because this is the perlite region. Transformation has started here and end over here. So you get perlite. Suppose, so this part is actually called, if you look at this one, this is called actually annealing. Annealing means slow pulling. You are pulling the sample from austenitizing region at a slow rate. Right? Suppose I am putting my sample into the furnace and I am switching off the furnace. I am not taking off my sample. So furnace will pull slowly, your sample also pulls slowly. It is taking more time. This is the time axis. The sample is pulling at a very slow rate. That condition is called annealing. So you will get what kind of perlite? You will get a type of perlite that is called coarse perlite. Because the grain will become more bigger and bigger if pulling rate is slow. So here I am writing. It is okay. Similarly, if my pulling rate is this one, so you will end up with this structure. This is actually, this part is called normalizing. Normalizing means air cooling basically. We are taking out the sample into the air and I am allowing it to cool. It will cool at a faster rate somewhat compared to this one. So this will give rise to annealing. It is okay? Grain size will be smaller. So suppose this is a situation. These are the big grains. You will get here. Understood? Many grains, small grains. So these are very big grains. Is okay? Similarly, if this is the situation and this is the situation, this is called actually hardening. Sometimes people call quenching. Very rapid rate of cooling. So I am writing here this one and this one. It is called actually quenching. Quenching is very rapid rate of cooling, but the process is called hardening. Why hardening? Because the material will get more harder. Why? Martensite is a very hard phase actually. Is it okay? So these are the things. You can stop.